no time, tell you the truth, I'll do anything for you, baby. Love is hard to find, but I promise we can ride. We can ride. You can be Bunny, I'll be Clyde. We ain't got nothing to hide.
No. Okay. Well, I suppose if you want to turn the cameras on, you can.
Isn't much to do. I feel golden when I'm with you. When I'm with you.
That's it. We're live. Hi everyone, Jestr here, and welcome to our live stream. We're here every Tuesday from noon and Friday mornings, usually from 9 AM, but this week we've got a bit of a special arrangement happening. So we're not streaming on Friday morning, we're going to be streaming on Saturday night from 7 PM up until about 10, 11, but we'll see how that goes. So just keep that in mind if you're a fan of this channel, that we're not streaming on Friday. It's Saturday, yeah, Saturday from 7 till 11, and that's in the evening, UCT +2 time, which is local South African time here. So if you like what we do and you want to join us, it's going to be a party. Come check it out. So that's the only change from our usual streaming, but we usually stream on Friday mornings at 9 AM. So yeah, we're here together today, and in our streams we make these cool artworks on this wall here behind me. I try and make you guys as much of the process as possible, and most of the artworks, I make them up off the cuff for the most part. I have like an inspiring thought which I try and use for the word. Usually it's like some sort of a rhyme or alliteration of some sorts. And I play around with some loose sketching in my book, so I kind of have an idea of where we want it to go. But that's it. Otherwise, it's you and me, and we're here together with this wall for about 3 hours, and we try and smash it out as best as we can. So hit us up in the likes and the subscribes and the follows and whatever the jargon is on whatever platform you're watching. Sometimes Instagram just comes in for a little detail work. So yeah, say how's it. We hope you enjoy, and please let us know what you think in the comments section. Today's artwork, we're gonna play with something that's like digi-dazed slash how could one say, like thinking of like digital drugged kind of vibe. So in my mind I thought of someone like on a lounger with their feet up, and we can do like their glasses as screens or something like that, or we can do I thought about actually the lounge chair that he's on being like some sort of on and stuff. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. Hi Auntie Debbie, how's it going? Thanks for joining us in the stream, we love you, appreciate your support as always. And Vanna, big ups Mr. Vanna, thanks for coming through to say how's it. Hey, big up, salute sir. So yeah, let us know what you think in the comments, we always love to hear from you. I think let's get into this. Have we got music playing? Sick. So as I mentioned, some dude on like a lounger is what I'm thinking. So I think our first steps to achieving it is actually sketching it out. This primer underneath here is still a little bit wet, but it's not a tragedy. Here it's dry for the most part. It's just up there that it's still a little bit wet. But by the time we're done with SketchUp, it'll definitely be dry. So I don't think we're going to have any issues there. Yeah. Yes, what up? Yes sir, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate your support, man. Big up to you. Yeah, I hope everybody's had a rad start to your week so far. Tuesday already, I can't believe it. The time literally goes just like that. I think let's sketch up in a light grey. I think it's gonna help us out. And we can use our scrappy can from last time. I always try and not let anything go to waste. So even if a can doesn't have such a great pressure for a fill-in or something, you can always find good value in using it for your sketch, or you know. something along those lines. I think let's start with putting down like our chair proportion. We want the midway of the chair to maybe come like here, maybe mid in the wall, and then we've got kind of that for the box. So if you imagine we're drawing it almost like a cube, and then we're going to cut out pieces for the armrests, if I can put it that way, you know, and that's going to create the illusion of this lounger here in the front. And once again, I mean, drawing something like this, it's kind of like eating an elephant, you know, you don't really have too much of a plan. The key is to just really take it as it comes and, you know, just keep it like one bite at a time. But I think it's a helpful analogy for me, at least, you know. But yeah, I think you can use that in many other modes of thinking relative to other areas in life, you know. Okay, so there we kind of got a chair. And we have a character. I want to say that this is a hand. Let's just do a rough hand for now. Then we can decide if we want to make it bigger or smaller at a later stage. But I think this can guide us. I don't think any bigger, that's for sure. Our character itself, let's check it out. I mean, the chair can come up to about, if this is the size that we're working on, maybe our shoulders. We kind of want to give him like a bit of a slumped look, you know, like he's like kind of chilling. Straight lounging, you know. Trying to make that our shoulders. Head kind of low down and slumped. I think that's kind of right. We'll check that out now. And if the back of our couch can come to about there. If we got that, this means this is the other side, if you imagine it in your mind, because obviously he's got his whole body coming here. Might be something like that. And let's see. So this is the other armrest. That's kind of what we're looking at there, but it's behind the character's body, so we don't actually see it. But I think from a mental visualization perspective, it's important to know, because you're going to draw other things related to that, depending. So, edge of the frame. For those of you that don't know, we've got Brendan Hardshell, aka El Taco Fiesta, upstairs. He's our man behind the cameras, and he's managing the quotes and the chats. So, yeah, anything that you guys say, he'll say it out to me, and I get back to you via the microphone. But yeah, he's in the chats, he's on my name, he's on his own name there. Hit him up and say, how's it? Definitely relay all your messages, and yeah, big help with the camera work and just facilitating the streams. As some of you may have heard me say before, just getting the streams going. Yeah, what a challenge, what a challenge. But yeah, I think we've learned and grown a lot. I mean, I think every stream we try and be better and do better, you know. So yeah, let us know what you also think there. This is the straight leg. Then we've got the other leg kind of crossing over it, so it's going to come like that. And then we've got that shoe kind of dipping over the ankle there, you know. Is it a side view there? I guess it is a bit of a side view, so you've got this extension there. So let's imagine this is our foot first, shall we? Yeah, that's over there. Then we can draw a shoe on top of that, you know? Because then at least we've got a shape for some sort of a foot. As you can see, Once again, this is quite an extreme with the scale, but I quite like it. I think it's got that like caricature kind of energy, which I do like. And then this leg is straight. This leg comes over a little bit, you know what I mean? And then this foot, if we imagine it looking at it from the front, like that. So this will kind of be our shoe, no, because our knee is over here. And then the leg turns slightly to do something like ankle, and then, like I said, this will kind of be the part, if we're thinking the foot, but obviously we're going to dress these feet with shoes, but for now, just for a scaling, I don't want to invest too much in the detail because I'm going to have to redo it. Looks a little weird, it can go up. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments of the proportions. I think this is a bit of an interesting one in relation to some of the previous characters that we've done. I think this is the first full body kind of sketch out that we've done for a character in the stream. That we'll figure out. No worries. We'll come to it, guys. Once I think we have this clearer, I think that'll look nice. I think we can also bring the knee a little bit up here. And this, and obviously there it's like kind of crossing over. And that's our hamstrings. Hamstringers. Yeah, better. Definitely better. Here's also a scrappy boy that we'll use. This is a darker color though, but it can work for now, it'll be fine. If you've got any ideas for accessories and clothing, so I mean, I thought to try and keep our energies away from defining the face too much, we can maybe like do it quite dark in the background that comes closer to more detailed. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of. But once again, we're aiming for about 3 hours in today's stream. So we don't want to... Shot, big up. Yeah, we don't want to draw it out too long. Like I say, 3 hours is kind of what I'm looking at. If you've got an idea for something that we can put underneath here to prop our character up, also hit us up in the comments. We'd love to hear about that. Initially I thought about, once again, like more computer tower things. I thought about, yeah, some shit like that. So let me know what you think. Who made the noises? Brendan. Thanks, man. But yeah, remember, whatever platform you're on, give us a like, give us a share, give us a subscribe. Helps us out for sure. Okay, so here we got like I don't want to stand in front of the camera in front of you all the time. So I'm trying to be better at that. So this is kind of like, this is our midriff here. You can see by the lines, they describe the contour of this kind of surface area. Here we've got another shoulder on top here. You see it's there, and there's the shoulder. So we want to draw an arm that like kind of doubles back on itself, because in my mind I thought about having him chilling, feet up, and then this arm is kind of got with a point, and then I want to have like a computer chip that's in a flippin' So for those of you that are new to our stream, what I do with after these works, so we try and make one full one in the stream. Sometimes I've done it. I've done one over 2 streams, one artwork over 2 streams. I might do that with some more, just to focus, you know, on an image that is something that I can work with nicely, because once we're done with the streams, the artwork is documented in a photograph, after which the artwork gets painted over. So it gets destroyed, essentially. And the only thing that's left is the stream, which is on Twitch and YouTube, and anybody can go and watch that. But then also the documentation of the work. So I then go on to take those photographs and I try and make those into new artworks within themselves, which I think is a really fun concept. I thought, especially in the light of this new COVID time, where people are, you know, obviously during lockdown spent a lot of time at home, but yeah, it's a new internet age, you know. I thought this is a cool way to share my work with people. Okay, that's our finger, as mentioned. So here we got like a one finger up kind of vibe. That's the hand that we're looking at. So even sometimes I find if I want to draw something, I try and look at it. And that can really also help me make the right decisions. So yeah, pro tip there for you cats. Want to draw good hands? Look at your hands. Want to draw things? And I mean, I think like, yeah, it's easy to assume, oh, I'm just, you know, looking at something, but I think there's, you know, obviously there's just looking with your eyes, but then there's also really seeing the shit that's there, and that requires the thinking that goes with it, you know. I think that's very easily underestimated. I can put it that way, you know. Weird finger. This should not be like that. That's the one nice thing about painting on top of wet primer is that while you're doing a SketchUp, you can just be like, nah, away. But yeah, as mentioned, oh, that's a little bit thick, eh? That's a little thick. Dudes, thick. See that? No, that's way too big, my man. That's way too, just like this. Because that's, I like the size of that wrist, but the hand itself needs to be only there. So that means our pinky needs to be like here, but here it like doubles down on perspective. May look a little weird for now, but I think once we start rendering some shape, it'll be better. But I know that's definitely where the edge of our hand should be coming. Maybe this can be a little bit wet. Yeah, okay. I think that's about as close as we're going to get it for now. Once again, at this stage, I try not to overindulge in detail because of, yeah, as I mentioned, you know, it's going to get covered, and this is really just our time to try and figure the framework for this artwork out, you know. That's really what I'm trying to focus on. There's a little pull capsule at the top. Bottom section can be a little bit thicker. Yeah, it's like I'll make a little computer chippy in there. Need more kind of like pop, whatever. Alright. I think that's cool. A little big on that hand, but it's fine. Once again, I think the proportions are allowed to be funky here. Once again, I think that also, you know, they say in relative to the proportions of a person's body, your hands and your feet are about the same size as your face. So when you're trying to draw it and you want to make something that's relative, that looks right, you know, those are kind of like subconscious things that your mind looks for in making proportionate decisions or analyses. So yeah, that's also, I find that helps, even if like maybe some other things might be slightly off, like particularly when I'm drawing to scale, like at a scale like this. Oh, fuck this. Yeah, I I think that's something important to keep in mind. I think we can give this cat, I want to make him like this like future young hip person. So I think I might give him like a, you know, like one of those these fucking knucklebuster barring kind of vibes. Like that. Maybe not, I don't know. Maybe we can make it like one of those, see, but that's the problem when I like to put a nice detail when I think of it, but it does take time. Like one of those moving screens, you know, that they usually have at like announcements at like terminals of some sort. That could be cool, just on the knucklebuster. That's rad. Okay, this can is running out. Let's try and figure out a little bit of this seat here. We want to make it like some sort of a comfy computer. That's a nice word. I'll remember that for the future to try and draw something. Comfy computer. That's a nice something. So it's kind of like the couch pillow, if you're going to think of it, and then I'll actually just make it like towers on PCs. But yeah, I'd love to know your comments. Hit me up there. Love to hear what you think of this. I think maybe like some sort of a chain, like a gold chain. Not necessarily just you know, sitting on his chest, but I think that you could even maybe give him like a fat belly. That's something that you could also do. Have the shirt kind of like open on the side, yeah? But yeah, you let me know what you think in the comments. That's one of the things I love about also drawing like this, is that it's like, you know, you can really just enjoy the ideas as they come up, and you can think about them. And, you know, obviously at some point you need to make a decision and do it, but yeah, I think it's a really fun journey to be on, you know, and sometimes the outcomes are really surprising. I definitely want to give him a hat. Originally I thought like a low down hat, but I'm thinking now maybe not quite as low down, over broad, slightly broader than maybe usual kind of cap. Usually if I draw caps, I tend to make them quite long, the peaks. So I just want to try and keep nice and short. But yeah, whatever platform you're watching on, whether it be YouTube or Twitch or Facebook, we're stoked to have you with us. And yeah, this artwork is a collaboration between us all. So hit us up with your thoughts in the comment section. I always try and consider all these suggestions, and you know, I like you being part of the process too. So we try and take suggestions on top colors that we might want to see in the artwork, even as far as subject material. So you let me know what you think. Too smiley, too mean, too, I don't know. Oh shit, let's try and do like this. Let's see how we feel about that. I mean, like I said, we do kind of want him to look a little bit like that. Little smiley boy. And then, like I say, this is actually going to be quite dark in relation to the rest of it. I might just make let's just see if we can get this nice and subtle, right? Yeah, that's nicer. Make his face and stuff quite black, and then maybe just have the eyes and the mouth shining through, you know, but then have that darkness kind of fading to lighter here. Could you imagine like a big character gradient? But we'll check that out, we'll try. What I also love about these works is it gives us an opportunity to just, you know, try new things, and yeah, that's always a really rad space to be in. You know, I think that's super healthy in your life, is to try new things and challenge yourself, and you know, that's a big part of your growth as a creative, I'd say. You know, this is like his chest just above his like pecs here. I'll come back with a black and do that. Like, see, that's actually where we want it to be more of. And this we can make our belly here, make it a little bit fatter. You know? Like that's kind of the shape that we're looking for, coming over here. Yeah, no? I mean, I think it helps with the part of this process and the artworks. Once again, a generation of us together, you know? I think that's a nice thing to strive for. So this is also now blending with the material. If you think about the way pulling, you'd be pulling over. You know, like here's the shoulder, so you got a little bit down, pull on the cloth itself, you know. So here we've got like a weird kind of pull going on. Always try and imagine the material in my mind, you know, about where would it fold, how would it fold, and I can use that to describe the shape of my character's body, you know. Useful. What kind of shirt do we want to make him wear? I'm also open for those kind of suggestions. Because we got the feet there and we got that, we want to try and make like some sort of a triangulation maybe. So I think if we've got a pendant or something that's floating, it definitely needs to be like here, you know. I don't want to make it too big. So then we can do the necklace coming around. This one needs to go around the back. Just around his neck here, you know what I mean? So like that's in the background. This is in the foreground, coming over the shoulders here, and then under the chin. This can be anything, by the way, it doesn't have to be a sphere. Also, once again, open for suggestions. Get it, brother? I think that's looking cool there. What about, like I said, in my mind this is meant to be like some sort of a, like I say, digital days, if I can put it that way. So let's maybe try and figure out where we want those like ports and stuff to go. I just want to try and make these look a little bit like computers, a little bit. So this is obviously going to have a little power button here. And what else do we see on computers? Maybe a couple more buttons. Some sort of a fan, potentially, behind the grid. For those of you interested in the music, we try and play local music, and at the moment we've got two really cool artists that we're listening to. One of them is what you're listening to now, Zane Wolf, aka physicist, ex-phys, currently residing in Cape Town, but originally from Pretoria, and he makes amazing music. I suggest you check out his socials. I think it will be linked in the chat there. And another dude that we're listening to, also Pretoria local, is Tide Me Over, aka Mr. Vanna. And yeah, we're big fans of his work here. I think he does some really cool stuff. I don't know if it looks so future computer, but we'll figure that out. We'll get to this second thing, whatever. You know, that's our line down, and this is the bend for the cushion front here, for our comfy computer. So, check that out. Once again, wherever you're watching from, we appreciate having you with us. Big ups to you. We're streaming to YouTube, we're streaming to Twitch, and we're streaming to Facebook. So, yeah, wherever you're at, please be sure to give us a like and a share and a subscribe. Definitely helps us out, Joe. Let me know what else you guys think about seeing on this computer couch. I'm trying to think of what I actually see, but all the computers you see these days are like legit so minimal. I'm trying to think of things that a person might usually see on a computer. Like maybe this could be like some sort of a panel, you know, we just put the screws here. That could be quite cool. Insert cable panel style things here. You know, going away with a little bit of a perspective, just to help create our depth here, you know what I mean? And then we can have some of these as like cables flicking into homie's arm here or some shit. I think that's obviously a little bit big. Let's go like this. We just kind of make it look like it's, you know, just hanging with a nice weight. Like it doesn't have to be going all over the show like this dude's chain. I think it would be cool to make the chain also kind of computerized. So if you guys have got thoughts around that, put it further up. Yeah, kind of cable-y, you know what I'm saying? I think this is looking cool.
I think this is looking real rad. I still need a suggestion on what we want to put under the feature. I'm open. You let me know in the comments. As mentioned before, I thought once again some more computer stacky things. I can put them like old school screens, kind of stacked on top of one another, and the screens can be like flipping with the images and shit. A survey, yeah, something like that. That can be cool. As I mentioned, our theme is like digi-dazed. I was gonna do like glasses, like computer glasses in front of his face, but I think to try and, I'll see how I feel about that at the end. Maybe I just put them like kind of floating off his face, you know? But I feel the space is quite like nicely resolved for now. And then, like I say, the next will be doing what do we want on this thick legs here, this nice thigh. I'm open for suggestions. You let me know. I was thinking maybe tracksuit socks. I don't think shorts would look good on this character. I definitely think some sort of tracksuity. Some tracksuity what? But we still need to decide on this dude's shirt anyway. And I think here I'm gonna give him like a long sleeve shirt, maybe like some sort of a sweatshirt. I think, so it looks like he's just lounging, you know. And then we give him some future sneakers, some shit like that. Oh, terrible. I don't know if any of you guys have ever tried to stop smoking. Yo, it's tough. But through my first couple of days, I've got this vape. I've never bought a vape before, but it's helped a little bit. I'm only like day 3, so. But yeah, it's not a cigarette. It's like that. It definitely doesn't. It's not the same kind of. But still, like it's definitely worth it. It's a good endeavor to try for me at least. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, starting to smoke is really tough. Very, very tough. Let's put this away here.
Okay, let's tackle some shoes, guys. Let's try and give us some nice sneakers here. Once again, I'm going to try and make them look like kind of future, you know. as always, you know, I try and make this as much a collaboration between us all. So if you've got any ideas or thoughts, please hit me up in the comment section. Always love hearing from you and trying to include as much of you in this work as there is me. And I think that makes it special for us both. The kind of shoe style that I'm thinking of here is a little bit of like a boot, kind of ankler. And I want the perspective to kind of be looking slightly to the underside. Even though here I've sketched over though, I might be making my life fuck off difficult by doing it the other way around. Let's just see. That's definitely not there. That's where it will be. And remember, the shoe kind of just goes around. Yeah, see, I'm definitely making my life very difficult here. Okay, so once again, we just like that. Just like that. That's fine. So we're gonna do over. That's what we're doing. Or maybe just straight from the side, I think would actually be best. So that's the edge of the shoe. Maybe move it out. Yeah, we did it like that. There's the top of our lane. I think since we're going to do future boots, let's do a nice tongue. Some sorts, and then maybe like some sort of latches instead of laces. Once I climb off, we'll take a look at that. It could be a little flat, but we'll see. Maybe we want to keep them tighter on the ankle here. This is coming very forward. Yeah, latch there. That's the top of our boot, kind of over there. This can definitely be thicker on the back sole here. We'll just check that out. Okay, I think that's right of it coming over here. The thing you've got to be empathetic to is the fact that this is a process. You know, it can be difficult to be like, oh, I get so caught up on the little thing, you know, when it's part of something so much bigger that you know, that's actually just a step onto actually to the outcome, you know, and being patient for that or working towards that. That's the real long-term gain. You know what I mean? So don't get caught up on the little things, guys. Just rock it. It's the only way to do it. Oh, it's looking okay. Not bad. You can definitely, let's just get some perspective here. It's important. I think that sole can drop out, definitely. This one. I think the angle can even come maybe like there. You know? Let's do it like that. Bring that there. I think that looked better from the exaggeration perspective, you know? Yeah, thanks so much. I loved your stream last night on Saturated Records, by the way. Awesome, bro. You did fucking well. I'm super proud of you. I know you had technical difficulties, but that's part of it, bro. It's part of the learning. Part of the learning. Like I say, it's a nice competition that you guys have got going there. Maybe about. Yeah, no, it's okay. The bugs are part of it, man. The bugs are part and parcel. You gotta, you know, encounter them to really be able to see. I want to make these pockets fat pockets. Maybe some moolahs coming out or some shit. Yeah, you know, to actually realize, oh, you know, there is that functionality, or oh, there's actually this, and when I do that, it means this, you know. Yeah, all of those things. Those take experience. There's only one way to do it. So yeah, no, you can feel proud. Nice one, bro. Super sleep. No, man, I think you should be doing it more. Eh? Yeah, dude, I think the production streams are fucking rad. People will love that, man. And I think considering your waking and work hours, it's perfect. Perfect, man, for real. You're up at like all the funky hours, which are the best times to stream. And now that you're, you know, spending a lot more time at home on the weekends, that's perfect, man. They say the weekends are the best time to stream. I want to make this Max look like he's falling out of his pocket, you know what I mean? Yeah, in front of the PC, the comfy computer. Yeah, slick. Okay, ladies and gents, I think it is time for our first coat of primer for all of this couchy area. I'm going to prime this black, and this will. Once again, there's quite a few things that we're looking for suggestions on as far as making this a collaborative artwork is concerned. We want something to do with the pendant. We want something that's underneath the feet. So those are the two main things for now. But if you've got any ideas, please hit us up in the comment section. We'd love to make you part of it. And also a pop color. I mean, to be honest, I've got red and blue, which I think could look cool. I think maybe red will look ill, but let me know in the comments. Once again, I would love to have your opinions on pop colors. That's what the suggestions are for, pop colors. Let's try and bang this out. Once again, let's not be too precious, folks. We're not at that stage. This is where our arm is going to come, kind of. I want to make this kind of sweatshirty, so it needs to go right. Go red. All right, let's go red, my bro. I also thought red's going to be the nicest. Oh, hey Margaret, how's it going? Thanks for joining us in the stream. Please be sure to give it a like and a share and a subscribe. Super stoked to have you here with us. So I know the hours, 4 hours depending, and I try and make you guys as much a part of the process as possible. So if you've got any thoughts and ideas, hit us up in the comment section. I've got Brendan upstairs who helps me out with the streams, and yeah, he'll let me know what you guys are saying, and I always include you in this process so we make something unique together. Right now I'm just busy priming out the black of this here chair. It's like some sort of a comfy computer, if a person can imagine that he's sitting on. So that's kind of the vibe that we're going for here. And this is just my first coat of black. And I try and do it somewhat early on so that I get my first coat down, number one, but number two, that by the time I've done all the other stuff, this coat has dried sufficiently and I can do my second coats on top of it while at the same time cutting back some of the overspray that we've incurred from painting in the more detailed stuff above. Yeah, thanks bro, yeah. Yo, Mr. Soak, nice to see you in the stream. Thank you so much for joining us. Big ups to you. For those of you that don't know, Mr. Soak is also a painter who makes some really nice stuff. I suggest you check him out on his social medias. Attack of the Bread. So yeah, big ups, Mr. Soak. How's it going there, China? Away. Yeah, enjoy. We're looking for some things here, Mr. Soak. We've already decided on the pop color, thanks to our brother Zane. That's in red. And what we're still looking for is something to put underneath the feet of our character. We've had a suggestion of a computer server or a tower of screens. So we're still looking for that. Hit us up. Nice, yes, happy birthday. I hope you had a grand time there, dude. So, as I've mentioned to everybody, this is just our first coat of black. And I try and do it early on, so by the time we come back with our next one, it can be quite solid and have had time to set. So don't worry about it being rough. Crypto Buster, like a breaking machine of some sorts. That's cool. I mean, that's also why I like the screens, because you can allude to that by doing either logos or some shit on the screen. But I like that idea. I like the Crypto Buster. It's a very nice one. Any of you guys are into the cryptos? I'd dig to know what coins or blockchains you're on, and what your thoughts are on NFTs. I think it's a super interesting space at the moment. I definitely don't think it's going to go anywhere anytime soon. So, as the lingo goes, I'm bullish. Nice. Okay, some chair. Ew. We'll worry about the screens just now, because I would actually like to sketch them out first. Sitting on a beanbag, like over here, like some funky shapes. That could be cool. That are just like crumpled pieces of them, you know, like obviously like beanbag looking. That could be cool. This is like, since you may be joining us, this is like an armchair, but we want to try and make it like some sort of a comfy computer kind of a vibe. So that's what we're going to go for here. And we need some suggestion for a pendant. So if you've got any ideas of what we want to make, what we can make this thing, I'm all ears. Gears? No, it's not gears in computers. So I don't really want to make it a gear. If this was like more mechanically orientated, then maybe, but I don't think years is a good one. No. Just thought of it because it rhymes with years, you know, years. What I mean. Yeah, slick, guys. I think I'm also gonna make these shoes in black. A jalapeno pepper. Is that a logo for a crypto coin? Yeah, but I'm saying, is it like a logo for a particular blockchain? Because that would be cool. It is. I've been kind of thinking of something along those lines. I like the pepper. Yeah, it would. I actually like the pepper because it brings in the fresh element, you know. I definitely do dig the fresh. Definitely do dig the fresh. See, I think this is going to make our life so much easier if we just make it a side view. Note. Okay. You know, these blockchain coins, I can use anything for logos, bro. I don't say that with the stain or anything, but yeah. Yeah, my man. Solana's where it's at, bro. I'm on Solana and it's cooking. Yeah, it's such an exciting space, man, and the communities are usually really rad. And yeah, no, I dig it a buttload. Solana's definitely hot for me. I'm glad to hear you say that. I hope you got bags there, my friend. Because that's going up. No worries, bro. What's he say? What, so he's going to leave? I don't know. If that means you're out of here, Zane, we love you, bro. Peace. Thanks for coming through, and once again, congratulations on your stream yesterday. I think you guys should be hosting more stuff for those dudes. I really love those tunes. No, Zane will love it, bro. Trust me. I'm so stoked for you to start streaming yourself. I think you could. No, I know that, but that's part of it, bro. You just gotta. Oh, you're talking about in the crypto world? Is that Zane? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I hear what you're saying. It's what drives all marketplaces, though. Fear and greed. Those are the two things that drive. To get them a nice, solid base. I think let's start with a homie's face. Now that we're talking about base.
Sorry about my lame jokes, but please do still subscribe. We'd love it. To what? Yeah, it's essential too. Oh yeah. Well, it's decentralized. I mean, I love that, bro. The more you can put the power in the hands of the people, the better. And for the moment, a lot of state entities and stuff don't know what's up. So I think it's, once again, something that can grow organically, which I really like. So for those of you that don't know, usually when I start painting a piece, I try and paint it from the top to the bottom, so that as I'm going down, I'm covering my blemishes and so on and so forth. So that's going to be my strategy for now. We'll start at the top and we'll work our way down to the bottom. Whatever platform you're on, please give us a like and subscribe and a share. It would definitely help us out. And yeah, the more the merrier, you know, the more we can share this with peeps. We love that. Definitely love that.
Let's start with these two. Do I have a Houdini here? I think maybe I'll put it here, like a muhu. That's empty. Here we are. So throughout these artworks, I just use 2 tones of grey, a black, a white, and a pop color. Today's pop color is going to be red. I think maybe some red in the background could look really cool. Just like over here, you know, because we got our screens. Let's maybe sketch some of those boys out. We got our screens over here, or whatever we're going to stack here. But I'm thinking screens because I can keep them like kind of relative to that thickness, and then just cut them up into different block sizes. You know what I mean? With a frame, and I can put different stuff in it, little buttons on these surfaces and stuff. Like, let's maybe put one to the side here. One like that? Yo, one to the side might really throw us off. Let's not do that. Do just another sized screen with a thinner frame. Maybe back to a thick boy. We can even do them as phones. Phones could be cool. Like one of them could just be like a big phone, like that. You know, screens a little bit thicker there. We do like a little thing like that. That can look cool. This we must maybe do more monitorish. And then in between them I can have like some cables running, you know. That can be cool. This has just got a little screen here. And maybe an aerial coming out of it or something. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts and suggestions. If we make like a soft screen, is going to be tricky, very tricky to make a soft screen. Especially if we want to make it look like kind of bubbly, you know, like it's made of material. Just like some weird shape, like a wow. Yeah, no. Yeah, for sure. That's what I think is so entertaining about this too, you know, is that like it's like really comes together from nothing in like a really small space of time, you know. I technically need a calligraphy cat for this dude. I don't know if I've got one around here though. This is like a bit of red I want to put in the background. Let's just see what we got. Nothing there. I don't think I'm going to find it there either. I think maybe let's just try it with a big fat, a big fat cap. It's probably going to be the best. Just a standard boy. Oh, interesting. Let's try. Just to make, let's actually touch that white up first. Because if we're going to paint this over, it's going to work well. There we go. And some will do right here too. Maybe do some more of this in the background, just to kind of give it that look and feel. This is a scrappy anyway, for those of you that can hear. try something like that, just to give it a bit of like a digital texture and to help kind of guide your eye up that way, you know? Not too much though. For those of you that are wondering, this is a can that's called a marble effect, and it creates this weird kind of splattery finish in its spray. As mentioned, you're traditionally meant to use it with a calligraphy cap, but it works kind of well to create the same effect still, so that I can manage the kind of stroke that I get, you know, from it. And as I say, this is just kind of to break this grey character of the background. But I quite like some of that like kind of energetic feeling it gives, you know. Let's try and do a little bit like this. Yeah, just to get this a little darker. And what we'll do is we'll fade it up with another color. Yeah, I think that's quite cool. Right, now we can continue with this jazzy boys. Just a little black reference actually. Once again, if you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on YouTube, or if you're watching on Twitter, make more people part of this process. We think it's super fun. We'd love to share it with as many people as possible. If you are on Facebook, I suggest coming over to YouTube and Twitch, purely just because the chat functionality is better there. And I think there's definitely, it's better geared for the long-term kind of stream that this is, you know. As mentioned, okay, this is going to be some sort of a sweatshirt, so I think there we should try and make that like an elastic wrist piece, and then this we've got legs coming in front, so that's fine. Might make that a little thicker. Yeah, cool. And I always try and start from the top and work my way down, so that I can cover my drips and such as I go. And that's always my thinking from a pragmatic perspective. Yeah, just check out the handle, Jared Jestr, Jared, and Jestr is Jestr. If you type that into Twitch, I'll come right up. If you type that into YouTube, I should also come right up. But otherwise, I suppose, because that's the problem, we can't type on Facebook, and I think that's one of the biggest issues that we have with that platform, because we're streaming through Streamlabs. So it allows us to chat on Twitch and YouTube, but not on the Book of Faces. So that becomes a little trickier. But Jared Jestr, that's what you're going to search. And that's the name of our channel. It should come right up. if somebody else is in the chat there that can post the links, you know, we'd appreciate that. That would be really cool of you. That's if you're on Facebook, you know. Right, come now, pressure. There we go. Once again, these artworks, we make them quite off the cuff, just as we go really. And yeah, I like that to be part of my process and thinking, as it definitely leaves room for life just being life, and to also just kind of take it as it comes, you know. Otherwise I find my expectation too rigid, you know what I mean? And yeah, I can enjoy the magic of the moment and things happening versus like this effort to try and control all the variables, because that's impossible, you know? Okay, nice, a little lighter. Nice, nice. Let's try and do our little pillicky up there. I like that it's got a drip on it already, so I might just leave that in there. It's got a nice natural feel. Let's bring some white in here. I think we may need a new one of those. Luckily we got. Yeah, there we go. As much as I love a gritty old cap, I always do try and start a new piece with new caps, hey? Very good, very good. Yeah, totally. We'll definitely do our best to be there. Oh, actually no, on Thursday I've got a wedding, so I won't be there, sorry. It's not my wedding, thankfully, but yeah. Dope. I'm glad you guys have joined forces there, bro. I definitely think all of you are magic as individuals, but I think together you can really make something spectacular, you know? So yeah, congrats to you guys. No, don't worry. No, Nina's amazing. His wife is originally from, they both live in the UK, but she's originally from Bayers Park in the East End. So most of her family is still here, except for her sisters. So that was why they decided to have the wedding here. So I'm quite honored to be the best man. So I'm also very stoked about that. It's a bit of a challenge though, because I still got to write a speech and I got to do all of that. But yeah, still very honored for sure. He's also a fantastic painter. This gentleman who's getting married. He writes relay. Yeah, he makes some really cool stuff. But yeah, he's getting married. To answer your question. Yeah, I will. Thank you. I definitely will. It's been a little bit of a tight week to try and fit everything in, but I'm very, very, very stoked to be attending. 100%. Okay, I think it's cool for the white on our hand. I wanted to kind of make it a little bit lighter, just because I don't want to make it so heavy, especially because the face and stuff is going to be quite heavy in tone. Let's do like a little shine on our pull cap there, you know what I'm saying? Be a nice picture. We love you, Zayn. Peace, bruh. Have a lekker day, and thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate you and the music you make, and I hope you have a grand time, bro. For those of you that don't know, this is some of Zayn's music and some of Anna's music that we're playing in today's stream. So, yeah, we're very, very honored to be featuring that. Yeah, definitely. I agree. What I'm trying to do here is just outline, not too thick on the finger details, but definitely get it nice on the external outline. And I find the contouring helps to, or at least how can I say, yeah, you know, the difference in line thickness really helps talk to my thinking with what I'm trying to describe. There's so much that you can really just do with the lines that you make. I think it can be easily underestimated. Yeah, slick. In South Africa here, or anywhere really, are foreigner fans, but they're going to be coming to join us in South Africa in October, which is pretty exciting. I'm not sure if I'll be able to go just yet, but I would love to see them if I had the opportunity. Once again, trying to use our outline to do as much talking as possible. And when I say that, it's also, it talks in what is not described, you know, like the same way in music, like a lot of it is about what you decide to put, where you decide to not play notes and stuff, that is also as poignant as what the notes themselves are. I try and use that same thinking in making works, as it definitely applies, you know. Definitely feel quite strong about making the right decisions of where to put things and where not being as important. Yeah, I think that's quite a nicely rendered hand though, of drawing a good hand. Very satisfying. That's a little too strong, but we can come around. Better. Let's do our little pilicky there. I want it to be red. I don't have the nicest reds, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think I've got like a little dusty scrap here that can work. I don't really want to use this red on that thing on top there, but this marble red, you know. Let's give it a go. I got this loop color here as well, which I'll officially say is rubbish. Loop, if you catch her listening, this is crap. Oh, this is Cobra actually, but still, it's nonsense. This Cobra is not cool. Like, check it out. You can barely see anything. And I know it's meant to be a magic translucent color, but still, it's not as effective as what some of the other producers are. But I suppose it's got a price that might be more attractive. I can appreciate that. This is a different can. This is a different can. I'm going to use it now as like, because once again, if it's like a neon translucent color, it's meant to kind of do like a pop on, see a slight like highlight kind of a color. But it's only with the red. All the other colors, rubbish. So yeah, anyway, that's my thoughts on that. I might use it as just like an under highlight on this chain. But we'll see how we feel about that a little bit closer to the time. For now, I want to make this a little chip, like a computer chip, inside this neatening of the outlines. Let it chill for a few seconds. We'll check this up. And do a little bit of just like that. Bam. Now we can outline. Once again, wherever you're watching, please be sure to give us a little like and a share there. Did I give you an outline? This one is ever so subtle. Definitely not as thick as the capsules. Well, that's a that. Yeah. I think that's looking cool. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Not sure if you can see that anywhere on the camera. These like little scratch marks. Just kind of putting in this chip just to give it like some. And when I come back for the animated version, it'll definitely help me guide some of the things I intend to do there. So what I do with all these artworks is once we've done the painting in full, we document it as a photograph, and then we paint over it. We paint over the whole thing. And the photograph I then take and I cut up into pieces and I animate it. And that's been a really fun journey for me too. I'm very excited to be sharing some of those with you soon. So stay tuned. I'll definitely put links to them when they're up. I think this is a good opportunity for us just to take a 5-minute break. I'm gonna use a loo, I'm gonna be back, and then we're gonna literally smash the rest of this body. It should go relatively quick. So yeah, stay tuned. Thanks a lot. Big up.
And we're back. How's it, guys? Just having a little coffee and a puff. Yeah, no, I think this is cool. I think this is really coming out cool. Our next step here is to start with the head and the hat, and we start working our way across. As I mentioned, I want this to be quite dark in the back so that it pushes this figure back into the background and then bring it to lighter here in the front. So what I might end up doing, especially for like the shirt, the face I know I actually want to be predominantly black. I might do like some little highlight here and there, and then the hat I'll render as normal. So I think we start with that. But as I was mentioning, do a gradient that comes across it. I think that'll look cool, and we can use that as our base colors. So then just doing some really nice loose, like tracksuity kind of material work here, and then we work our way to the shoes again. We might end up doing the shoes and coming back, but we'll see. So yeah, let us know what you think. Once again, these are impromptu artworks that I do rough sketching for in my sketchbook, but for the most part I just make them up as we go along, and I try and make you part of that process. So contributions, we love them. Let us know what you think. We're here to make something special together, and I think that's a broader metaphor for things in life too. Yeah, okay. Let's do it. So as I mentioned, this background here with the black is meant to be this big like armchair that he's sitting on, and it's like this computer couch hybrid thing. So we're going to put some computer elements in there too, which I need some suggestions on, because I'm not a big computer bar. I'm learning, but yeah, any insights and suggestions, I would love that. There's some cables that are going to be coming out of the armrest into our character's forearm here. I think you can see it behind the ladder, but yeah, we're down for any wild, outrageous things there. I try and use or at least what I do find ends up inspiring a lot of these pieces is some sort of a rhyme or alliteration, and I thought of a digital days / digital drug kind of vibe as the original thought of this, which is what made me think of this character interacting with all of that kind of stuff. I thought about putting maybe more screens somewhere, but I don't really want to put screens in front of his face here. It's already so busy here, you know? So, I'll see.
I know it feels stronger than something better.
But yeah, as always, open to collaboration and suggestions, so if you've got ideas, let me know. But either way, I'm stoked to just have you here enjoying the process. I think it's something fun that I can share with everybody. And hopefully, yeah, you guys can also learn and I can learn too, and we can share together, which is cool. I think the front of this hat I should make white, and you can put something on it, or we can write something there. Also open to suggestions there. If you catch some good ideas, you let me know. Try and use some of this as like contour lining, even if we do end up making a bit of a mess here, but it's fine, because I'm going to come and shade white there, and I'm going to have to cut it back anyway. Just a bit, you know, just to give it like a... Let's see, we'll come and cut that back You need it? Yes, you do like a little... Rose? What's up, bro? Yo, jokes. It was April Fool's the other day. I heard some other ones that were so lame. But I legit can't remember any of them now. Definitely got me on the spot there, but yeah, nice to have you in the stream with us. Thanks for joining in, bro. I don't know if you guys remember 2 weeks back. Brendan's shaking his head. I'm sure you guys are too. Brendan's shaking his head. That's a no, guys. Sorry. That's the jokes. Jokes done for the day. That's cool. Oh, hat. I actually don't want to outline that dude just yet, so I think let's come and do a face here. What colors should I make? I got some cool techniques to show you with this actually. Woo! Put those two down, and put these in our hands. And we'll come back for the smile. So let's bang these eyes. Check this out. Putting our eyes there. Putting our eyes there, and we got that like that. Thanks, my bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, we've been here since 12 noon. How long? What's the time now? 20 to 2. So about an hour and 40 minutes. I think we'll be another hour and a half. So yeah, stick around, you can check it.
I won't waste no time. I'll tell you the truth. I'll do anything for you, baby. Love is hard to find, but I promise we can.
So just gotta wait for that to dry a little bit. Otherwise we will definitely have a drip. No doubt about that. Let's come back to our ear here. I'm going to come back and do the outline for the cap once I've done the rest of the shading, and I can cut back with this here so that I can bring my outline on top of that. Let's see if this works. Give it a good shake, maybe we'll see more. A little bit, not really. I think you guys can see that at home. It's like a slight little red glow, but as I say, this Cobra, not so hot. Not so hot. Just put in a little bit of grey. Although I actually want to avoid that and just keep the eyes red and the smile shining through, you know? And even this I'm going to keep super basic. something subtle, so that it just suggests, you know, like the smile, but the rest is actually quite covered. See that I'm going to have to cut back, but we can do it like that. That's fine. Let's do a little bit here. Wherever you are watching from, thank you so much for joining us. Let us know in the comments where you're at. We're streaming to 3 platforms at the same time. So yeah, we always love to know where people are watching from, what their thoughts are. I don't think we've gotten the cross-pollination of chats right just yet, but we'll get there. Mr. B, I don't think this is your place, my man. I suggest you duck. Come. Yeah, that's looking cool. That's looking cool. Let's do this as black before we get a new one. I think we need to also do the white of the smile. And we need to push this back a little bit. That we definitely need to do. I think that's better. Yeah. Dun dun dun. Okay. Let's see if this makes it better. A little better. I think it'll be clearer once we cut this back. So maybe that's trying to tell us that. Also try and listen to my painting as far as it helping me deliver the cadence of the work is concerned. So I try and let it tell me the things that it needs. This will obviously get cut back as well. A little bit like that. So, trying to avoid putting in too much detail here, but at the same time don't want it to look under-rendered, you know what I'm saying? That's also a tricky spot to be in. Let's, before we do that actually, what I'm saying there, I think that can actually help us. And of course, at this stage I'm not really too worried about drips and things like that. We will definitely have ample time to cover all of them, but I am trying to work as ergonomically as possible. That's what I'm trying to say. So I don't know if that outline is the right thing, but well, we can come to it. Sometimes you need to do it to realize it, to be like, oh wait, actually, not the right decision. What I might be doing now could be one of those decisions, but let's see. I'll make this kind of look like. I don't know if that was the right decision. I think this should be flat. Let's do that. And that's the beauty of paint. You can always just paint right over it, you know. So this gives me an opportunity to do that, which is cool. This ear, I think let's also touch that up a little bit. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. As I say, I'm always open to perspectives and suggestions, and I love that this is an opportunity for us to make something together. So I'm always open to hear what you have to say. We usually take suggestions on our pop color, which we've already got, and some things that I'm still looking for is what to include on the screens here. Something to do with the future or technology, or you know, digital drugs. That can be quite fitting, I think. Because that's the theme for our artwork today. Good move, bad move. Good move. Yeah. Okay. And it's a little bit more cartoony than what we usually go for, but I quite like that too, you know? I mean, I think our stuff for the most part is quite illustrative, but not always as fantastic as this. Well, you know, fantastical from the fantasy sense, you know? Fantasy perspective. Do I like that? Yeah, it's something. It's fine, keep it there, that's fine. I've got no issues with it. No gripes. I think let's do a little highlight here on the bottom of this lobe. Just like that. Oh, maybe like that. Yeah, that's nice. That definitely helps us. I don't know about that though. Let's do that. Yeah, cool. No, I think this is looking great. I'm going to use this opportunity to make this flat. This I can cut back. Let's make this flat and I'll come and do outlines. Once again, wherever you're watching from, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to have you here with us. We're streaming to YouTube and Twitch and Facebook. And wherever you're at, big love to you. Please give it a like, a share, a subscribe. We stream Tuesdays and Fridays. Except this week, we've got a bit of a special edition going down on Saturday. And that's Saturday evening from 7 till 10 UCT +2. And we will not be streaming on our regular schedule of Friday morning at 9 AM. So if you're looking for something fun to do on Saturday night, and you want to stay in, come join us in our stream. We'd be stoked to have you with us. It'll be our first evening South Africa time stream, but you know, actually in these day and age we live mostly to the time of the internet, so it's any time, anywhere. But yeah, it can be demanding to keep up with it. Very nice. I'm just going to paint over this for now because we're definitely going to be coming back to do that. Yeah, slick. That's nice and solid. Okay, leave that for a little bit to dry. Yeah. Let's give a hat and body some outline. Even this, we're gonna like this. Check it out now. The front, so brother, right back now. Because as I mentioned, I want to keep this quite dark. I think that's probably maybe going to be like shadowy area. So we'll come back to that because I'm going to paint that potentially solid with a highlight. Maybe like this. Use this now. So when we're painting in opaque media, we always try and work from dark to light. And that's usually why I start with putting down black, and then I come back to overlaying colors on top, and we get deeper into the shadow areas afterwards, just to define those spaces, you know. This is going to be solid grey. Once again, whatever platform you're on, big ups to you. We're super happy to have you here with us. We try and make these collaborative artworks. So any suggestions, any thoughts, hit us up in the chats. Always love to hear from people. That's what the lines. Find a nice sweet spot for this street. Better. Sometimes it can be so tricky really find that like nice sweet spot on the can, but once you got it, it's so nice just to be like, okay, cool, I'm just gonna bang this out, and then you got that nice pressure spot for diverse strokes. So good, I love that feeling. I'm trying to create that like effect of the fabric pulling to kind of give it that like slouch shoulder slumped kind of look. I think that's the right word I'm looking for, slump. Let's do it like this, I think. If we got a cut there. Alright, we'll find that spot again. Okay, it's not exactly it, but we can work with it. Yeah, easier said than done there. Peace, Roach. Nice to see you, my man. Salute. See you soon. Thank you for taking the time to come join us in the streams here. Yeah, I think this is looking pretty slick, guys. It's definitely getting there. Just doing the material nicely takes a bit of work. I always find it so rewarding when it really helps bring across a certain idea, not only from like, you know, what is this character wearing perspective, but like its depth, its shape, all of that. It's a good feeling. It does take a bit of work back and forth. So as mentioned, I want to put a bit of like a gradient on this thing. Wrist thing is going to be there, so the lines on these, and this should be a little bit solid, like this. And fade out a little bit. a nice gradual fade. Just nice. Nice and soft. Good. Like this. Yeah, I must be careful not to stand in this bucket. It's happened to me a couple of times where I have whatever bucket I'm working with underneath me, like just here on the last step. And then you just step off the ladder, whoop, into the bucket. So for the most part I've learned my lesson now that I'm not conscious. This can happen again. Or maybe come with a bit of an undertone there. I think here, I just want to keep it as soft as possible. Just try and keep that look of it being overshadowed. I think this needs to come out a little bit more for our fade here. This is solid grey underneath here, at least this light grey, you know what I mean? You got that like that, and that is the shadow. So once I've made this area solid, I shade it out softly, but I also try and use the metronome motion of my hand to try and make like some sort of a suggestion at the contouring. I find that also helps us really define the shape and volume of whatever it is that I'm trying to paint, you know. Let's keep that nice and solid, and then we can do like that out the corner there, yeah. Once again, wherever you're watching from, big ups to you. Thanks for joining us. Super rare to have you join us on this little journey of an artwork. And we'd love to hear from you. So hit us up in the comments, hit us with a like and a subscribe there. Definitely help us out going forward. And we'd love to have you more regularly, yeah? That's for sure. That was right, but we'll see. So I'm trying to create here is a bit of like a shadow light suggestion on the arm here. And it looks like the light is coming from behind this dude. Like. Just a little bigger. Once again, if this is your first time joining us, thank you so much. We stream every Tuesdays at noon and Fridays at 9 a.m. usually, but this week we've got a bit of a special edition where we're going to be switching Friday's time slot of 9 a.m. to Saturday evening from 7 until 10. So yeah, come and join us then too. We would love to see you in the chat, have you join with us, and we can make something magical together, which would be cool. Once again, I would love to hear your thoughts on this work so far. We make them off the cuff, and we make them up as they come along, and we try our best to make you part of that process too. So I'd love to hear from you. We try and play local music in our streams, and that's what we're listening to here is the talented Zane Wolf, aka Physicist. Shout out to Zane for letting us use his tunes. Another really talented South African musician that we use, or whose music we play in our streams, is Tide Me Over. What's the new trio called? You said Tide? Tide Pool. Tide Me Over, along with some other peeps known as Tide Pool, and we play their music in our streams. They're super talented local Pretoria guys. We love it. Yeah, I think that's looking cool for a little sweatshirt. I think let's add a bit of drama here, folks. But I needed a fresh black for that. This is not going to cut it. Yeah, I think that looks nice and materially. I still need some suggestion about what we're going to put on the hat, or if you guys have a suggestion about what we can put on the pendant. So far, I think we're going to go with Mr. Soak's idea of a chili pepper of some sort. I might make it a little bit more bionic than just a straightforward pepper, but I think that's quite cool. I like that idea. But yeah, once again, we're open to anything, open to suggestions and chats. Yeah, what are those cats? Oh, yeah, they are. Always got to shake your cans real well, otherwise you're going to run the risk of blocking your valve on the can itself. And I will say it's tragic when that happens. Very tragic. Let's start by our shoulder. Nice towel. But it needs another few good shakes. There we go. Yeah, make them off the cuff. I draw a little bit before, just to get an idea of where it could potentially go. But for the most part, we really make them up as we go along. So a lot of the solutions and problems that we run into are quite unique to our situation. And so I do my very best just to take it as it comes. Usually I'm such a big proficient of the outline, whereas like now I'm finding it maybe doesn't suit the face of this character so much. Definitely outline a hat, definitely suits a hat, but I find it may just break our illusion that we've made there with the face, so I'm going to try and stay away from outlining it too much. Outlining it too much, not that line is too much, it just needs to dry on the side. Let's take this hair away here. And please give our stream a bit of a like and a share there. We would love to share this with more people, and those efforts will definitely help us too. Plus you can stay up to date as to when we're streaming again, you know, and we try and share things. So yeah, we'd love to share them with you too. Yeah, that's it. It's not too thick. Once again, we try and make you, the viewer, as much part of this process as possible. And we're still looking for suggestions on what to put on the hat itself. We're looking for suggestions of what we can put in the screens down at the bottom here. And yeah, we'd love to hear your thoughts on those topics. Let us know in the comments. I think that's nice. Okay. Okay. Look right? Yeah, I think so. Not bad though. Come back and fix that eye now. That's cool. Maybe we do like the killer shut us to. Yeah, it doesn't need the aerial, yeah, I agree. Once again, trying to stay away from too much outline and just really keep it to the places where it works solid. But I think this is looking cool so far. Quite like the overspray there, so I'm not going to do too much there. What I may just actually do some is I see that this has no highlights as of yet, so maybe I must do some there. Yeah, I think so. If you guys have got suggestions about what we want to see here, I would love to hear. I was thinking this is like some sort of a knuckle buster, but a digital one. So yeah, love to hear your thoughts on that. Better. Yeah, I think this is looking slick. Once again, I don't think this is the time to be too precious. I think you can save some time with that to some degree, but you can also waste a lot more. So at this time, I'm just trying to get the things down, you know what I mean? And then we can be critical with them a little bit later. Yeah. I think let's put a bit of white in here. But not too much, just like certain spaces. And we can use our little technique here to describe the shape of these areas. And just keep it nice and loose. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just like a little. Not too much, I don't want to overdo it. Yeah, that's nice. Hey guys. Little jersey highlight. Let's outline it. I think also before we go too far, let's give this a quick second coat down here. Then we can make our outline lie quite easy, I think. And remember, whatever stream you're on, whether it's Facebook or Twitch or YouTube, we'd love to hear from you. Hit us up in the comments section. I will say that if you're on Facebook, it's going to be a little easier for you to come over to YouTube or Twitch to chat to us, purely because we get to see some of your comments, but we don't have a chat box which allows us to reply to your messages directly. And I think, you know, engaging with the community is really the fun part too, you know. So come join us on YouTube or Twitch. My handle is @JaredJestr, and that's Jared, Jared, Jestr, Jestr. Check this out. Also got some cool videos on my YouTube. I don't know if any of you guys know about that, but I've been trying to upping my video game over the last little while. It's definitely been a journey too, you know, not just in learning the different applications and approach to documenting art, but just in the way I think about the work and stuff. And that's also been a good eye-opener, you know what I mean? It's been a fun new perspective journey, if I can put it that way. So that's been cool. It's also helped me keep it quite fresh, you know, not to say that there aren't other ways, but yeah, this has been fun, you know. I've really enjoyed it, this whole social media journey. At first I was very against it, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I think when you use anything uncritically, it can definitely feel that way. And I think especially if you like I say, you know, use it without critique, anything like that can be dangerous. And that was always the way I kind of viewed social media. But I think like anything else, it's a tool, and if you are conscious in how you use it and how it uses you, so on and so forth, I think that's a new dynamic we need to put on this. Because traditionally with tools, you use them and they don't use you, whereas here, it's a symbiotic relationship, if I can say that, you know? But yeah, having that understanding and approach has really helped me keep it fresh. Ah, that's nice. I don't want to go too much under the hand here now because I'm going to render this hand and then mesh it a little bit, but just a little bit like that. Boom. Once again, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. You let me know your thoughts. We're very much on the way here, but I think we still got some things to decide, such as what to put on the screens, what we want to put on his hat, all those kind of things, and yeah, we'd love to hear your perspectives on that. Any suggestions? If we want that to stay or not. We'll see. cool. Let's cut this back. Even nicer. Let's try. Yeah. That's better. I think so. Yeah, that's slick. Just to the top here. Especially because I'm keeping it so heavy on the exterior lines. I'd really like it to do as much work there and then just keep it to the shape as possible. So I'm trying to not make them too heavy that they don't need to be. I always agree with the play between thick and thin is also an exciting space, you know? For sure. Oh, big up. It's something new that we're trying in relation to how long we've been doing some of the other stuff, but yeah, no, I've been enjoying this streaming journey, and I'm super stoked to have you along with us. Big ups. I stream every Tuesday at noon, and from this week we've got a bit of a special edition where we're going to be streaming on Saturday nights instead of Friday morning, and our stream time for Saturday night is 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. UCT +2. So yeah, if you want to join us, please do, man. Yeah, we pushed hard to make it happen. Something I've always wanted to do, but I've never really had the hands or the technical know-how up until recently. And I'll tell you what, just getting to that point, what a journey, man. Yeah, so much learning, so much overcoming, but yeah, stoked to be here. This is really cool. and yeah, we try and make you guys as much a part of the artwork. Yes, I know you, Sandesh. Big ups. Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate your support, dude. Yeah, nice to have you on here. I didn't know you stream any games too. That's cool. I don't play any games, to be honest. But I do enjoy a good story game once in a while. I've got some homies that have consoles, and yeah, just jolling sometime. Love it. What I enjoy about gaming is its storytelling ability. I think it's like spectacular, and yeah, some of the potentials there are really sick. I do decor at this gaming festival in Cape Town called Playtopia. If any of you guys have heard of it, or had the good fortune, independent gaming and that kind of shit is concerned, and yeah, really cool stuff. So yeah, I like to go and do the decor every year, and I'm hoping this year, because COVID fucked up our previous years, this year we'll be back. So that'll be slick, you know. If you get an opportunity to check it out, Playtopia, super awesome, super awesome. Yeah, I think this is looking cool, folks. I think this is looking rad. What I'm gonna do is take a... Oh. Yeah, no, that's okay. It's fine. Yeah. Somewhat of a quick break because just need to use the bathroom again and all of that, but I'll be back literally in 5 or 10 minutes. I just want to quickly bust some of these shadows. Yeah, 5-10 minutes, we'll be back. So yeah, don't go anywhere, or get yourself a refreshment and come back. We'll smash this out the park. I think this is looking slick. I'm very happy with the slump shoulder feeling, you know. I think it looks nice and easy. Yeah, much love to everybody out there in camera land. We'll see you guys shortly.
we've got this guy that we're trying to push through here. But in the interim of the break, we've had some really, really cool brainstorms about what we want to do. And I think we're going to push for another 30, 40 minutes to get the body and material over until Saturday evening's special weekend stream, because usually we stream on a Friday mornings at 9 a.m. And we're going to try a couple of things which I think you might find interesting and intriguing. So come join us for that special edition on Saturday night, and we'll finish this rad. We'll have party tunes. We'll explain our concept a little bit further. I think it's going to be rad. In the break, Brandon and I were discussing about potentially making it a slot machine, and the idea is then as you pull the slot machine, so the heads change, and so does the floating item and potentially the pendant. So we're going to be pushing for something like that on Saturday night. So come and join us, it'll be sick. Something new that we haven't tried as complex as yet, and we'll love to share that process with you. So come and join us. Saturday evening, 7 p.m. UCT +2. So I think that'll be slick. I think that'll be super slick. Yeah. But even for now, I think this is turning out to be a really nice image, which is why I don't really want to rush it for the sake of finishing it, you know. I think there's such a lacquer idea that we can play with here. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like I say, we're also keen to make you as much a part of this artwork's creation.
I mean, like, yeah, we can even do like a little, yeah, that's nice. Wherever you're watching from, if it's Facebook or YouTube or Twitch, big ups to you, we appreciate it, and we love having you here with us. If this is your first time joining us, thank you so much. We really appreciate that, and the idea with these works is it's something that we can share and make together. And I think let's do this top leg before we do the other one. So if you remember, this has kind of got like a bend on this here. And the knee comes to about there. And this is actually probably going to be a I think this should be a lot longer there and then come in. Eh? Yeah, I think so. Once again, in my description of the artwork, of the object, sorry, as I come over with the next tone, it becomes a little bit more critical. But for now, a lot of it is just space filling. I always try and work from dark to light. Okay. Yeah. That's meant to be our kneecap here. This is the start, the top of the quad.
I won't waste no time, tell you the truth. I'll do anything for you. I'll be glad.
Give it a bit of
We ain't got nothing
dimension.
to hide.
As mentioned, I think we'll come back for those shoes at another time. No, that's cool. That's cool. That's it. No, no, it's okay. I think it works with the perspective of here. I think it's the shoe that's making it look a little bit funky for now, but obviously the shoe's undefined. So we'll worry about that when it's time. We don't want to get too distracted by that now.
Baby, I will do it all for you. I'll change my every move, or at least I'll try. Baby, grow together through and through. I'll plant like roses for me and you, but I wouldn't lie. Even on the worst days, with your love I am thirsty. Before you hear first name, I beg for love, not
Once again, the caps that I use is I use the standard black cap from the Montana black cans. It's a black cap with an orange dot, and the outline cap that I use for the actual black can is the level 2. I also like this black. I find on this particular scale, it's nice to have a crisp mark rather than something that's so splattery. So I try and achieve that with this. Look like tracksuit pants. So, a little one like that, and a little something like that. Shadow works there, with a solid one there, and then. Do we like that line? I don't think so. Very good side. This is gonna help our cause too, I think. Yeah, I think that's looking cool. We can always add some trim, like nice trim on this tracksuit on Saturday, like some like a nice detailing on it or something, you know. At the moment, it looks like a like just a straight up grey tracksuit, you know. Whereas we can put. Yeah, we can put some funkies on it, like a little decal here and there, maybe a color flip. But we can chat about that a little instead. Let's do like that. Once again, wherever you're watching from, if it's Facebook or Twitch or YouTube, we really appreciate you being here. It's been a cool journey for this artwork. Nice. I'm always so surprised, like at the end of 3 hours, or you know, or just how quick it goes. And also, a lot of times, what we've done in 3 hours, you know. I find that really nice and rewarding. Once again, this guy's sitting in like a computer chair, so we're going to try and make this like kind of look like it's in the chair. You know what I mean? And as we said, we wanted to have some cash and stuff falling out of his pocket, so that we've got a little bit like a trick, yeah? I think this is where and this leg comes like. that? Oh. Because this leg is straight, there's a bit of forgiveness for the most part of it. Then here we start to get some folds and creases quite a bit again. Loopies. And as mentioned, my kneecap is right there. Slick! If you find a tight one, and that's the bend there. This, as mentioned, a pocket. There, this actually come like that. That's better. I've got shit coming out of it. That's another colour. A little bit like that. So, that's fine. As mentioned, once again, this is a section where I gradually work tighter as my color grading gets lighter. But for now, it's somewhat rough. More focused on the fill. And cutting of certain lines, you know, like certain edges should be sharp, certain edges should be, you know, more faded. And I try and use the play between that to really create these perceived changes in surface and volume and stuff, you know. This should be there. Yeah, I appreciate the kind words. We're got like this dude on a
Comfy computer, and for today we're gonna push until we get this like kind of tracksuit done. But then we're back here on Saturday night at 7 p.m. SA time. So, and then we got some really far out ideas and processes for this work that we're gonna share with you then too. So if you're available, come check us out. But either way, we love having you here. Big ups to you, bro. Yeah, thanks for the kind words and for taking the time to come and say yo. For those of you that don't know, DJ Nifty is the man when it comes to turntabilism
And he's also got a flippin' awesome Twitch stream that he does on Wednesday evenings, where he spins awesome vinyl music, lots of hip hop, quality scratching, absolute classic. Yeah, so come check us on Saturday, bro. Usually on Wednesday evenings, if I'm working late, I tune into Nifty's show at like 10:30 in the evening South African time, 11 o'clock. Yeah, what a great way to end my Wednesday, for real. So nice to get that last little work push done and just got the quality tunes banging and great conversations. Super good. Yeah, let's look at that. I think this is where our kneecap is. Deserve them, doggy. I think it's looking kind of material-like. This definitely needs to be a bit of a highlight. Thanks for joining us. Usually what we do with these pieces is that we make them a collaborative effort between myself and you guys. So if you got any suggestions on what you'd like to see in the piece, the original idea was it for it to be like some sort of a digital days, kind of a DIGI-DRUG kind of a word thought that brought this around, but we've since, that's kind of the shape that you try and draw. Outside without actually having to go anywhere. So I would love to do that kind of stuff too. I think there's a lot of cool dudes I'd like to collaborate with in that sense, you know. But that's also what I've always loved about productions, you know. And yeah, you know, that in itself is fucking amazing, and I love that experience. And I think always with the streaming you can achieve something similar, you know, with being able to share with your viewers. Oh, it's looking kind of tracksuity, right? Yeah. Just put a bit of white on this boy. Yeah, I want to keep it dark under. I also dig it a lot, and yeah, with the price of petrol these days, it's cheaper to just stay at home and paint than fucking go and scope spots. Yeah, totally. I think there's really great entertainment value, like in times of BC, and I say BC as in before COVID, yeah, events were really rad, man, and I think it was always cool to be able to share with people like that, you know. I mean, I was always painting a lot of things with live art pieces, and I mean, to be able to check it out, come together in a small space of time, even for me as the person making it, is really cool, you know. I love that. Especially because, like I say, I plan these works to some degree, but for the most part I actually just make it up as we go along, and I try and, like I said, make you guys as much a part of the process. So yeah, a lot of the times I'm really, really stoked when it's something cool. Not so that I didn't expect it to be cool, because you know, you guys are great, but yeah, you know, you never know. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work, and even in the times that it doesn't work, you know, there's a lot of value to be had if you can. We used to draw those days. Yeah, I love it. You know, and once again, like I say, it's that's cool. Let's bust it with our plan. Yeah, yeah, I know about that, bro. Don't stress. Yeah, so you got to pick your spots nicely. It can legit happen to anybody. Maybe a little strong, but you can always adjust that. No problemos. For those of you that are curious, the music that we're playing is some local Pretoria friends of mine, Zane Wolf, and another gentleman whose music he plays on the Tide Me Over and now recently formed Tide Pool. And I try and play some local stuff to share with you guys. And yeah, if you're interested in their links, I think they're in the chat history somewhere along the line there. You can definitely check it out. I think that helps our cause. What does it? Dum dum dum. Let's go back to there. Yeah, dude, you must chat to them. Dudes are in the chat here sometimes. But yeah, if you hit me up, I'll definitely put you in touch with them. If you're still interested in some of those custom little animated things, you must let me know. I'll definitely make time for you, bro. If you hit some of the buttons there, I think what are the buttons that they need to hit? Subscribe, bits, follow. If you hit any of those on Twitch, you'll see some of the custom ones that I've made. Yeah, I'm really stoked on those. I think my key to this pocket is to not to over describe it and let the viewer's mind do some of the work. Are you still doing the cruises, Nifty? Or are you back in Joburg now? I must say, I followed you in your social media posts. Yeah, it's like you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to get the good internet, man. Like, if you're going to do the streaming, I mean, yes, the mission that we went through just to try and get our fiber installed right. Yeah, next level. Legit took me like 8 weeks on the phone, no, 7 weeks on the phone every day, pretty much, to get it resolved. But once it's in, it's definitely worth it. There's no ways I'd be able to share this with you guys if I didn't have the It was okay. I mean, I don't want to sound like that, but definitely not nowhere near what we needed to be able to share the quality images with you cats. Let's do like that. Yeah, that's right. I still want to get like a camera that I can use soon. I think a large part of the enjoyment for this is definitely being able to see the close action. Yeah. No, 5 is a must. Alrighty. Ah, dude. Yeah, no. And I think it keeps it nice and interesting, you know. I mean, obviously, it can get a little bit tricky, but what we're doing is we're using the cell phones. So we've got one webcam and a cell phone that we use as our 2 different angles. One like this. Does that look like notes to you guys? Notes coming out of this dude's pocket? Let me hear your thoughts on it. Sometimes I think it's a yes and then it's a no. I'm always open to that too. What the outcomes of it are there. Sitting on the couch. Push that back a little bit. Same with this. Different. I totally agree that one of the magical things about our time that we're staying is that we can do things like this, you know. Whereas before it was like, you know, to make stuff at home and cheaper, or like, you know what I'm saying, more accessible. So yeah, I think it's such a special time that we're living in, that if you only watched the stations you would be really missing out. I'm trying to think of how we can make this look like some sort of dough. Maybe we just do like a little whoop. Yeah, heavy. I mean, there's still some good radio stations, but for the most part, yeah, I never watch television. Like, I watch the news in the morning, and that's it. But even that news is like, there we are. That looks more like it's coming out of the pocket. That's what we want. Do a bit of this underside here. A little, just like this. Yo. No, this is coming together flippin' nice, guys. I'm really stoked with it. Once again, if you're watching on Facebook or out of this artwork that we're busy on now, we'll finish it together. And the idea is that we want to, well, with these works in general that I've been doing here, is that once we are done with the stream, the artwork gets photographed.
And once it's been photographed, we then paint over it. And with the photograph, I then cut it up into pieces which I then use to make animations out of the artwork that we paint together on these walls. So we've got some really cool ideas that we want to try for, like I say, produce something cool together in a relative style, in a relative amount of time. But yeah, I'm very happy with the aesthetic it makes on certain areas with it. You'll see I like to keep this a little bit smoother than what I would do this, and I find the contrast of the two makes a nice definition of things of what I'm trying to describe. Oh, really? Okay, awesome. Oh, really? Are you also streaming? Send us your links there in the chat. I'm definitely gonna check it out for sure. Like I said, I don't play games actually, but I will definitely come and say how's it in the chat. And I'd be keen to watch some of the things that you draw there, for sure. Little highlights on this here pocket. For now, what I'm also going to do in our next stream is like this. Do some coins and other notes kind of falling here, and that'll also be one of the things that I animate. That like every now and again, like something falls out of his pocket. So yeah, no, it's something new for me. I really dug trying it, and yeah, very honored and happy to be able to share it with you guys. I think that's where we're going to be able to call it for today, purely just because I do have some other obligations to attend to today. And if I don't draw a line somewhere, will be like something future. Like I say, this whole dude is meant to be like a bit of a future computer man. Like imagine like a young future kid, hipster person. So I want to do like maybe like space shoes. They got straps on it, and we'll have some cables running from his arm that is plugged into the computer. And that on top there is actually meant to be like a little microchip.
Let's maybe do that quickly before we say goodbye, because I think that's quite a nice little. I even thought about maybe putting like just like little rocket boosters on the bottom of them, and then like some plumes of smoke coming out of that. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see on Saturday, I guess. You know. Let's try and do something without making it too thick. Little square or rectangle without the drip piece. Okay. Space buggy. Kinda. Yeah. Nice to keep it tip. So yeah, anyway.
I think that's it for today, folks. Big love to all of you out there in Twitch land, in YouTube land, in Facebook land. Thank you for joining us. We are back here on Saturday night, 7 p.m. Make something super, 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 super special here. This has also been just as special, but all the really fun stuff comes on Saturday, because now that we've got the base work of this body down and the chair forms and spending the time here with us, be sure to give us a like and a share. So the more the merrier on Saturday. Much love. Bye. Otherwise, Tuesday next week, noon. We're here, baby. 100%.